Before the video starts, I'm going to say I do sound a bit out of breath towards the end because I've got a cold and it does my head in, and I try to stay away from long commentaries, but just sort of dragged on, and that's probably why I sound a bit out of breath. And make sure you hit like and subscribe and enjoy the video. What is going on, lads? My name's SG and welcome to Barclays Premier League Team of the Season predictions. I have not used any players from the Team of the Season most consistent like Asla, Potet, Rooney and Gary Cahill because they cannot be in both. I will leave a link to that in the description if you haven't seen it already. It has been confirmed as well, so make sure you go check that out if you haven't seen it already. I have only added on 5 on each stat, so I've added 5 on the rating, 5 on every other stat as well, just because I don't really want to predict the shooting or anything, or the diving or the reflex or the pace, because I think I just probably get it totally wrong. So we're going to go with Cech. This looks a very, very good keeper. He'll be so expensive if he did get this card. He'd be around 400k for a goalkeeper. That is a fuckload. 90 rated, 90 diving, 90 reflexes, 87 handling, 88 positioning, 79 kicking, 50 speed. He would be a lot. I'd probably say around 400k. Next player, we've got Seamus Coleman, 88 pace, 66 shooting. If it was me personally, I would put a shooting up to at least 70, mid-70s to be honest, simply because he's scored some crackers this season. 81 dribbling, 81 defending, 73 heading and 79 passing. I think he'd go for around the 150k mark, but at first he'd be around 400k simply because it's just all this hype that's about, and he's a low rated, so he will come down quite quick, because the low rated ones come out in packs more. Next player then is Mertesacker. He was one of them ones that I didn't really want to put in, but there was no one else really, and I sort of really had to. 40 pace, 47 shooting, 64 passing, 51 dribbling, 91 defending and 83 heading. Obviously in game he's going to act like he has a lot more heading than that because he is 198 centimeters tall. I think that's around 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", around that area. 87 rated, looks like a very solid card. Left back and centre back, should I say, the other centre back, John Terry, 88 rated, looks actually very decent if you put him in the middle of a 5 at the back or the middle of a 3 at the back. 47 pace, 52 shooting, 63 passing, 55 dribbling, 89 defending and 88 heading. That is godlike. 88 rated as well. Leighton Baines then, 84 pace, 78 shooting, 84 passing, 84 dribbling, 84 defending, 77 heading. His lowest stat being heading at 77, that is pretty good. 88 rated as well, just like John Terry. I've got a feeling he will go for around 300k and stick at that mark because I think his inform card's still above 100k, and that is ridiculous compared to the stats that are on this card. The left mid then, he is actually playing on the right mid because we have 2 left mids in this team. It is David Silva, standing at a 93 rated, that is just insane. 83 pace, 83 shooting, 91 passing, 94 dribbling, 51 defending and 64 heading. Probably not one of the ideal players to use because he is a left foot on the left side and he's only 171 centimeters tall. So if you were to play him at, probably say a left forward position would be the best place because he isn't the fastest and he isn't the strongest. So moving on to the centre midfielders, first of all we're going to have Yaya Toure, 82 pace, 79 shooting, 85 passing, 84 dribbling, 88 defending, 89 heading and 91 rated. That card would go for, it'd stick at around 1 million, maybe above. That would just be insane if you did get that card. The other centre midfielder then would be, it's going to be Steven Gerrard, and the other centre midfielders I could have picked from, and both of them will be on the bench. So he's 88 rated, 72 pace, 89 shooting, 91 passing, 82 dribbling, 78 defending, 80 heading. It's going to be his first Premier League medal and he's going to lift that trophy for the boys. I can't wait for that moment. We did beat Norwich, I think it was yesterday, 3-2. Some say we did get lucky, but Sterling's goal, he should be getting an inform soon. He's just going to miss out on Team of the Season now, I think, because he hasn't been performing at a steady pace throughout the full season. He's just really hyped up the last half of the season. So Steven Gerrard then, getting back onto him, he looks like a godly card. I'll probably play him at CDM position still, even though he doesn't have that 89 shooting. Probably pop a couple of long shots and 78 defending. He should be a lot more than that on his card, but if you were to use a chemistry selling, probably Shadow or Anchor would be the best for him. Left midfield then, it's going to be Eden Hazard, 94 pace, 87 shooting, 90 passing, 95 dribbling, 54 defence and 68 heading, 93 rated, probably one of the best cards in the squad, coming behind some of the strikers on the bench and centre midfielders. He just looks insane, playing that left wing position, just cut inside all that time with that 97 shooting. he would just be godlike. I can't really say in-game stats at this point because you can't really judge them. I've only added it up 5 from their normal card or their upgrade, not their informs. Say if it's players like Sturridge and they've had an upgrade, I'd say I've added 5 onto his 82 rating. So going on to Sturridge now, 87 rating, 95 pace. I probably don't think his pace will be that much, but his pace is at 90 now. So I've just added the 5 on, 83 shooting, 88 dribbling, 76 heading, 72 passing. That would get abused in sweat squads and wager squads if it did actually come out. I think he'll at least be on the bench, but I don't know if he will be in the starting lineup. Maybe because players like Aguero and Lukaku have been injured for quite a bit this season. Well, I know Aguero has, I think Lukaku hasn't really been injured that much, but Aguero has, and that's why he will be on the bench, and we'll get round to him in a minute. Next player then is going to be 93 rated Luis Suarez. That card, I can't even contain my bodily fluids over that card. 87 pace, 90 shooting, 96 dribbling, 81 passing, 80 heading, 62 defending, 93 rated. That is such an insane card. I would do anything to get my hands on him for around an hour. So we're going to bring us onto the bench now. I'm actually going to show you these just as a quick preview. In goal, it's going to be Simon Mignolet, 88 diving, 89 reflexes, 86 handling, 86 positioning. Looks fairly solid. Koscielny, 83 pace, 87 defending, 86 heading. He would get abused with players like Matuidi linking up with Vibra, Kabul, players like that. Next player is Steven Corker. He has had, I think he was like the 3rd player to get a 3rd in form this year behind Hazard and Suarez. He just looks like an absolute beast. I did it off his 74 silver card, but I'm sure he has a gold card that is around 77 rated, but I couldn't find it. It was just bringing up that was the inform, so I had to go with the 74 rated, but I think if he did get that team of season it would be around an 82, 83. Next player then, you could arguably put him in instead of Gerrard. He does be Aaron Ramsey. He's probably going to get in form this week as well, having scored a goal against Hull City on his comeback, a man of the match and also an assist. 76 pace, 81 shooting, 86 dribbling, 86 passing is insane for that sort of player. You don't really expect it. It'd be a big step up from his normal cards. Next player is going to be Adam Lallana. He's a god. He's in form. He's so good. 82 pace, 76 shooting, 82 passing, 88 dribbling and 74 heading. Could probably play him anywhere in the midfield and even in a false 9 centre forward, or maybe even up front with a fast striker. He could play anywhere in that midfield, and even if you subbed him on as a right mid or a left mid or something like that. Lukaku, he just looks an absolute beast. 89 pace, 80 shooting, 80 dribbling, 84 heading, 71 passing. Nothing I can really say about him. Imagine the in-game strength. It'd be about 99. It would actually be 99. He just looks like an insane card. Again, him and Sturridge in a BPL wager squad would just be insane. And then the player that is arguably could put up front instead of Daniel Sturridge, it is Aguero. 93 pace, 89 shooting, 95 dribbling, 77 heading, 78 passing, 49 defending, 93 rated, but he has been injured most of this season, that's why I did put Sturridge there, and he has scored more goals than Sturridge this season. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here as well, and I shall see you all next time.
We are always running for the thrill of it.